Welcome to Tasting Arcadia, the official podcast of Taste of Arcadia. Taste of Arcadia is an all-inclusive event featuring food and drinks from the San Gabriel Valley restaurants, all for one price. Sample food, wine, beer, and spirits. Check out our brand new cars. Visit our business showcase booths. Smile at our photo booth and shake it on the dance floor with me, John Villa, from Dance Syndicate DJ Entertainment. Taste of Arcadia is September 13th at Santa Anita Park. The fun goes from 2 to 6 p.m. with special VIP entrance at 1 p.m. Don't forget, this is a 21 and over event. Get your tickets today at tasteofarcadia.com. Now, let's hear it for our host, Karen Mac Nair.
Well, thank you, John, for that great introduction. I am thrilled to say today on Tasting of Arcadia, it's an episode where we get to taste some great hard espresso. I know if you're driving out there, if you're walking, if you are watching us on YouTube, this is an exciting episode of a brand that I have not been exposed to before. So this is all going to be new to me. This is all exciting. We just kind of went over a few things. I'm thrilled. So I'm here with Joe, who is the president and founder of Mario's Hard Espresso. Trying to show all the cameras.
There it is. That's the little one.
This is the little guy who I feel like is my new friend.
Yeah. We like to say it's perfect for the purse, perfect for the pocket, good for the golf bag, and we actually refer to them as dog walkers because they're just the right amount. And they're refillable, so that's important.
Oh. So exactly. You can get the baby dog and the big dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Joe, why don't you start? Let's get everybody else caught up to our conversation. Let's start talking about Mario's Hard Espresso. Tell me the story.
Happy to. First of all, thanks so much for having us, and we're thrilled to be a part of Taste of Arcadia. We're really looking forward to it, and all the people we're going to meet. We do a lot of events throughout the year, and this was a big one for us, so we're very excited. But Mario's Hard Espresso is really pretty simple. Obviously, the gentleman, there's a pretty buff gentleman right on the front of our bottle.
Okay, yep, totally see that.
Yep, that is actually Mario, and Mario is my dad.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, my dad made this in our family, one batch a year, around 12 or 15 bottles, one batch a year for friends and family for over 60 years, and I just sort of grew up on it. I was probably about 14 or 15 when I noticed people were kind of like, hey, Mario, am I going to get a bottle this year? It was a very special thing.
Yeah.
And he did it to bring people together. I mean, that was just part of who he was. He loved people to share a drink and a laugh and a story, and it was just his way of giving, and he encouraged people to gift it and to share it. So that's kind of our ethos as a brand. But I was fortunate enough to make it with him in the last few years of his life. I learned how to do it. And then when he passed away 14 years ago, I said to my son, Aaron, I'm like, we have to keep doing this. We have to keep this tradition going to honor him. So we did it very much in the kitchen, old wine bottles, different photos of him on every bottle. You're
like, print that, reprint that picture.
Yeah, it was that kind of thing. It was really awesome. And people loved that we continued. And then in 2018, honestly, this is how it started. I had no experience in the spirit business. In 2018, I was reading a story about a vodka brand, a very big vodka brand that we all know, but that they don't distill their own vodka, that they use a contract distiller. And I was like, you can do that? And I was looking at the bottle. I'm like, I don't have to make it because you can't make alcohol in your kitchen.
Right.
And you need, there's a lot of licensing involved. So I thought, maybe I can build a brand around this, tell the story of my dad, find someone to actually make it for us. So that was the beginning of the quest, and that was in 2018, and we launched the brand in November of 2021, so almost 4 years now.
Wow. Yeah. That is amazing. So after hearing the story, I do have a question.
Yeah,
your dad was creating this.
Yes.
Did he get the recipe for anyone? Was it his own recipe?
I wish I could tell you I knew, but I really don't. It's part of sort of the origin of my family. They were Sicilian immigrants. They had farms in upstate New York. In fact, that photo is of my dad on the farm. And people look at that photo and they say, was he a boxer or was he a weightlifter? And he was a farmer. That's from my dad used to say to me, you lift crates of onions all day, you'll look like that too. So, they did a lot of things, right, as immigrants do. And nothing goes to waste.
Right.
And they baked, and they were butchers, and they were masons, and they were farmers. And and he did a lot of things beside this, too. He made biscotti and pasta and did all kinds of things. So I think this was just an extension of that.
Okay, that totally makes sense. And then the back of the bottle also has a picture.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's your dad as a baby.
It is.
Because it does say Mario and pointing. So
It is.
I'm not
It
that.
is.
I
No,
figured
it
that
is.
out.
Like, it's my father, Mario,
Okay.
sitting on my grandfather, Joseph, my namesake, sitting on his lap.
Oh.
And that's actually a much larger photo. The whole family is in it. There was 10 of them, and I display that on the table when we do events like Taste of Arcadia, so people can see it in context. But we like to joke, and because my dad's got his hand to his head, we like to say, "Oh, that's the minute he gets the idea for hard espresso."
Oh, that's cute.
I'm
okay.
not sure that's actually the case, but
We're gonna say yes.
I'm gonna
maybe
go
his
with
little
it.
teeth hurt or something.
I
He
thought
was
maybe
teething.
a big onesie is hot.
He's all like, "I got it, rubbing his gums."
Exactly.
I love it. I love that it's a family story.
you.
And if
Thank you.
anyone out there, we're going to Taste of Arcadia, you have to come by the
Yeah.
booth because now you get to see the pictures of your dad.
Yeah, and we lean into the family story a lot. Like we kind of go over the top a little bit when it comes to decorating, but you'll see old cameras and photos and all kinds of things we bring out because it's literally a brand rooted in the history and the tradition of our family. So that
leads me to my next question.
Yeah.
Are you local?
Yeah, we're based in Simi Valley.
Okay.
I was actually born here in Southern California. My parents had moved out from upstate New York where the farm was in the early 60s, and I shocked everybody. So I'm the native Californian in the family, but we make it in Simi Valley. Subsequent to finding a contract distiller, which is a whole other story, we decided to bring production in-house. So about a year ago, I received a distilled spirits permit.
Okay.
And we produce it ourselves as a family again. And we also distribute throughout California ourselves, and we also sell ourselves. So we're very busy.
Wow.
But-
Your son's still involved?
Oh, yeah, very much so.
Okay.
Yeah, he's our operations, chief operations
Wow.
officer. And yeah.
I feel like that's your dad smiling down, like that
Boy, I
everyone
hope
is
so.
still together.
I'd like to think so. You
Yeah.
know, it's been really satisfying and really gratifying these last 4 years since we did this because I talk about them every day.
Oh,
And I talk about.
I just got chills.
I talk about the good parts too.
Yeah.
The things that really motivated him, and it's also been good for us because, quite frankly, if we ever get to a fork in the road and I have to make a decision, I think about like what honors him, and that's the way we go.
Know your why. That keeps it really.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I feel like we've already talked, like he seems to be the inspiration behind the business, family.
Yeah, very much so. And I'll be honest, I've always been sort of a serial entrepreneur and done a lot of different things. I've always wanted to build something, I don't know, that had some sort of legacy, some sort of lasting value.
Yeah.
But this was one of those things that just came out of like sort of that desire, and then the also the desire to like honor him and honor my family and to provide my kids and grandchildren, something to be proud of.
Yeah. That is so great. I do love that.
Thank you.
I feel like we've also talked about what you're most proud of. Like I'm thinking about the different things.
Yeah.
It's like your story is like all inclusive. It really has all the points. It's
so
family centric.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm very proud of what we've done. We're in about 900 locations in almost 6 states. We're about to go into North Carolina, primarily California though.
Okay.
We're in hundreds of bars and restaurants. Restaurateurs and bar owners who really care about quality love Mario's and pour us, and that's been really satisfying. But I think even more than that, in our family, we loved it, and my father's friends loved it, right? And so when I brought it to market, I wasn't looking for an affirmation. I just thought, well, let's see what happens. In fact, the first year, I made 1,500 bottles and put them in a warehouse and just started walking the streets. And I remember saying, if I just give them away, we'll see what. I didn't know how it was going to be received.
Right.
But now 3.5, 4 years in, and I see how it's received, and I see how people love it, and how people basically use it or do with it what my father intended, which is they buy it, they gift it, they bring it, they serve it at weddings, they serve it at family functions, and they've really embraced it. So that is by far the most satisfying thing. And then it's crazy to walk into. It still gives me goosebumps to walk into a bar or restaurant or a store shelf and see it on the shelf. It's like I can't hardly even believe it. So that's really been satisfying. And a lot of those places like North Beach in San Francisco where we have a really strong presence, my father used to go there all the time. And for me to think about what he would think, to know that he was like in Molinari and Tony's Pizza, I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's super great.
So we're going to dive into now. What do we do with it? I have this bottle. You've gifted me this bottle. I receive
you can
it.
have all of it.
Thank you. Take it all. Bye. The
Give it
show's
to friends.
over. I'm done. We get this bottle. Now what do I do with it?
Yeah, so here's the thing. In our family, we drank it straight.
Okay.
That's how we drank it forever. My father would do, around the holidays, he would do one cocktail, which is actually on this cocktail card, which I can talk about.
We have a cocktail card.
Yeah. It's called a King Alphonse. Around the holidays, he would do that kind of a special after dinner. He would get everybody around. He'd pour some Marios. And then he'd float a little float of cream on top of it. And it's super delicious. You sip through the cream and you get all the rich flavors of Marios. And so that's kind of what I was thinking when we brought it to market. People were just going to love it. But then, of course, one of the first things somebody said to me was, "Oh, this would make a great espresso martini." And I was like,
"Okay, yep,
I'm like,
a fan,
an espresso martini." So now we are it's an insane amount of cocktails. And what I didn't realize when we brought it to market, and what bartenders and mixologists have taught us, is how versatile it is. So we put these cocktail cards together to show the versatility. So you asked, what do you do with it? Well, the reality is you can do virtually anything with it. So it is delicious on its own.
Okay.
It is amazing.
It's a great starting point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which some of them are not. So we feel very fortunate, right?
It's true.
And I still drink it this way. We still drink it straight. We still pour it on the rocks, a little twist of lemon, amazing. But then at home, you can make an espresso martini, very simply a true espresso martini, with whiskey, with rum, with tequila, with mezcal. We have drinks with, we have a 213, which is our ode to LA, like the area code. It's 2 parts.
Yay, yes.
Yeah, 2 parts Marios, 1 part tequila, 3 parts horchata, which is amazing.
Ooh, that does sound delicious.
Amazing. We have a bakery in Camarillo that's doing Mario's chocolate truffles and Mario's tiramisu. We have a restaurant in La Jolla that is pouring it over ice cream as an affogato. So, I mean, I had somebody recently do a half Mario's, half Modelo beer. Oh, my God. Which sounds insane.
It does.
It was delicious. So there's okay, sure, why not? And that's literally the way it's been for us.
So businesses and bartenders, mixologists are out there coming to you to give you inspiration of what.
Oh, big time.
What they're coming up. I love that.
Everything you see on the cocktail card is being poured in a different bar and restaurant.
Okay.
We didn't come up with them, except there's 2 on there that we came up with.
Okay.
But yeah, those are cocktails that are being poured that were revelations for us, because I had no clue that was going to be the case.
I also never thought about, when I order espresso martini, to ask what is being included in it, because
you should.
Right, that's what you just taught me that.
Because I can tell you, a lot of them don't have espresso in them.
Joe.
Sorry.
I'm going to push you. Get out.
They lead into cold brew, and it's an entirely different thing.
Oh.
So espresso is much smoother. It doesn't have the bitterness. And the thing about Mario's, which partly, I'll tell you the secret. So there's only 4 ingredients.
Okay.
Super, super simple. 4 natural ingredients. 100% Arabica dark roast espresso.
Okay.
That's how we start. Organic Madagascar vanilla, the real stuff, the expensive stuff. A little bit of cane sugar, real, again, sweetener. And then that's it. We take those 3 ingredients and blend them with a neutral grain spirit that's super high proof.
Okay.
And the best way for me to equate it would be to Everclear. Everyone's heard of that, but that's kind of rough.
Right.
This is triple distilled, super smooth, got a nice silky mouthfeel. But because it's such a high proof, we use way less of it to hit that 28% in the bottle. So it's not diluting the concentration of coffee.
Okay.
So people, on the first sip, you should get real strong notes of true espresso and real coffee flavor. And then people taste chocolate and caramel in the mid palate. And then a little bit of heat on the back end to let you know you're drinking a spirit, but no alcohol flavor.
Ooh.
So that's why it blends so well with everything.
Right.
And it's also why cold brews can sometimes be bitter, and then you have to mask the bitterness, and you don't have to do that with this.
I feel like that explains why they mask the bitterness and then they over-sweeten it. So then there's that where you're okay, it just didn't quite turn out the way.
Which you would have to do if it's too bitter.
Yes.
Yeah. So Mario's has some sweetness to it. So it's not like just drinking a black coffee, but we think it's perfectly balanced. As I said, almost like a wine, right? A wine has a beginning, middle, and an end. Same kind of thing. And we were scored 95 points by the Tasting Panel, which is a pretty prestigious wine magazine. And they specifically called out the lack of bitterness. In fact, they said no bitter edge. So we were pretty.
Love that. Did you get one of those medals?
We got a bunch of medals.
Yay! I'm so proud of you.
I'm very excited about that. It was very, very, very satisfying, very awesome.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to jump into the part of tasting.
Oh, excellent. This is my favorite part. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I have a little taster cup here. So
It's a small cup. Don't worry, folks.
Yeah. So I'm just going to start small.
What was the percentage? 90?
28%.
Oh, 28. Well, 98.
No.
28%. Okay.
Okay. I'll share it with you since
Thank you.
I can't let you drink alone. So, cheers.
Cheers. Is there a special way?
No, you can just sip it. I would sip it first just so you have a little.
Oh, that is good. Okay. I'm sorry, everyone. I paused for a long period of time. But the flavors do take you through. It starts off, you get a little. Hold on. I'm going to take another test. You get that coffee flavor, but then it adds sweetness. And then at the end, it almost feels creamy with no cream in it. It's got a finishing.
Yeah. That's the balance, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, like a good wine, it has a story and it has a journey
Through
that it
the
takes
whole
you on.
thing.
A beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I see why you could just drink this by itself. Uh-oh.
And like I said, even that with just a little lemon peel, the citrus, putting a little citrus on it is incredibly delicious. So,
And I enjoy a cup of coffee.
yeah.
So this is, yes.
Yeah.
If you're out on vacation and you don't have your morning coffee yet, you can just have some of this.
So I brought a few different things if you want to try.
Yeah,
them
let's try.
differently.
Yeah, let's make a cocktail.
So this one is fun.
Okay.
Can I reuse your cup?
Yes.
This is going to be a small one.
Yes.
So this is one that
I was holding my cup hostage, everybody.
there's plenty more. We don't have to stop. This is one that we came up with because we needed to do a brunch drink, and we needed something brunchy, and we couldn't pour another spirit. And I had been hearing about this like viral TikTok thing going on with coffee and orange juice.
Okay.
And I was like, oh wow, that's wild, coffee and orange juice. What does that mean? So
I'm intrigued. I don't know. I'm not committed yet,
hold on,
but I'm intrigued.
Hold on. So we came up with this cocktail. We call it a Boozy Julius.
Okay.
And it's really, really fun.
I grew up in the mall, so Orange Julius was
yeah,
always
exactly. You remember.
Uh-huh.
This is really fun, and I tell people it's great when you're having folks over, or it's game day, or you're doing a brunch. You don't want to serve everyone a mimosa, put them to sleep with champagne. You want to get the conversation started. They will see you make this and go, "What the heck are you doing?" And then you say, "Just hang in there. You just try it."
So we added the orange juice, and what's the third?
The third, I really don't want to tell you.
Okay. Do you want me to taste it first?
Yes.
Okay.
But I will tell you.
It's white in color, folks.
You're okay with cream?
Yes.
I should have asked,
Yeah.
just in case you're lactose intolerant.
No.
But here you go. So I would just suggest shooting that. It's very mellow. So you're going to be sorry you invited me.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's really mellow.
Okay.
But you'll get all the flavors that way.
It looks like a cappuccino right now.
Kind of.
Is what I'm
Yeah.
gonna. Okay. So shoot it.
Please.
Okay. Okay. An orange sickle.
Yeah. Like a creamsicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it still has that. Well, is it just the sweet? Sorry, I'm gonna joke. The sweetness that is there.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Wow.
Yeah. So we call that a Boozy Julius. We have the photo that you see there was actually taken on the cocktail card was actually taken at Esther's Kitchen in. Excuse me. I'm going to tidy up a little here in. Las Vegas, which is a fabulous restaurant. If anyone's going to Las Vegas, go to Esther's Kitchen. But we have a number of places that are serving it. And it's really fun for people to do.
I think I'm shocked because tasting the hard espresso on its own, that was not the flavor I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
More coffee flavor.
Huh.
But it just smoothed it out where it was richness.
Richness, yeah.
And
like
not
I said,
so
some
like
people
coffee.
taste. We have people telling us they taste chocolate. They taste caramel.
I could see
all
the
kinds of
chocolate
things.
flavor definitely,
Yeah.
but it wasn't in the beginning. It was like just the shot was definitely had the coffee flavor to it.
I can pour another one for you if you'd like.
Well, do we have some? I'm going to get a hot flash. Do we have a different cocktail we could try
I'm
too?
going to do one that's a little different.
Okay,
it's
let's
take
try
me
that.
a little more to make, but this is.
It's okay. We can talk while you make.
This is a summer cocktail.
Okay.
It's super refreshing, really delicious. Well, I'll let you be the judge of that.
Okay. So we're poolside is what we're hearing. We have brunch, and we can have another option. Poolside.
Exactly right. There's tons of options.
Okay.
But this one, let me just a second.
And we have a fresh cup for this one. Wow. I still think it's amazing the great flavors this has.
Thank you.
Handcrafted with love. Now I'm reading the label while he is making the drinks.
Sorry about that.
No, handcrafted with love in very small batches.
And that
Mario's
is the truth.
Hard espresso.
I tell people, as a family, we make it, we sell it, we distribute it, and we fight over it. As any good Italian family would, right? Okay, where am I at? So I'm going to try to do this very slowly because it has a tendency to...
DrinkMarios.com is a place you could go.
Yeah, all of these recipes and more are on our website. You can also put in your zip code, and it'll show you all the bars and restaurants and
Ooh, I'd love that.
retailers
Okay.
where you can buy it in your area.
Because that would be one of the questions. How can we support Mario's Hard Espresso?
Sure. This sounds kind of hokey, but having people enjoy it and gift it and share it is the most satisfying thing for us. It's what my dad did. I always thought that, our success relied on two things: awareness, certainly, and then availability, right? So we're trying to get it out there to as many places as possible. We have a very, sort of active online presence in terms of people can come to the website. You can get free shipping on 3 bottles or more. We're about to start a Mario's Club. We're going to start doing, we actually have in the works a special aged bottle for gifting for this Christmas. We do gift packs.
Great.
So
That's a good idea.
There's just a lot of ways to.
Social media.
On Instagram.
Instagram, okay.
Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm talking and not.
No, it's okay. It looks like a Diet Coke right now.
And it does, right?
So we had tonic water so far.
Yep.
And the Mario's Hard Espresso.
Yeah.
And now we're putting in an orange slice.
Yeah, how nice is that?
It does look delicious.
So that is...
Okay, so this is very different than the last two
Very
drinks.
different. Like I said, this is very much our summer sort of cocktail, sitting by the pool in the middle of the day. You want something refreshing, you give that a shot. See what you think.
Cheers. Okay, that is delicious and refreshing. I'm shocked again. Totally different set of flavors.
Totally different. That's right.
Yeah, totally different.
Right? And then we'll do a third one.
Oh, dang.
Eventually. We can or whenever you want.
No, we can do a third one. This, though the lightness of it, a bubbly goodness.
It's really an espresso tonic, right? You can find different espresso tonics or blending, blending espresso and tonic isn't a new thing. Blending Mario's and tonic is a little different. Certainly the vanilla changes the character of it, makes it a little more cream soda-like, and then adding the orange, I put the citrus on it, makes it super refreshing. So it's just a great
thank you for the reminder. The vanilla in there.
Yeah.
That is what I'm tasting in the middle of so many things, is that vanilla.
Yeah, it's Madagascar, real Madagascar vanilla. It's the real stuff.
And I love vanilla. I'm a vanilla fan, but I couldn't put my finger on what that middle taste was. It's the vanilla.
It's the vanilla. And it's the interaction between the vanilla and the coffee that really causes those chocolate and caramel notes. It's the only thing that causes the chocolate and caramel notes that people taste. They get that in there, which is why it plays so well as a tiramisu. Yeah. Make a tiramisu.
Did you just see the light bulb go on? Bing!
Yeah, we have a number of places that actually make them.
That's smart.
Yeah, it's cool. Super cool.
So what was the third cocktails?
All right, here we go.
I'm not, for the record, though, I'm not drinking this whole thing right yet.
It's okay. It's all right. I understand. We're going back to the little cups.
Okay.
Because this will just be a little taster.
Okay, little cups.
So this is something that's nice for people who Want something a little creamier, a little
Okay.
more desserty. This is a very nice nice way to end the evening. You know, if you've had your espresso martini in the middle of the day, which, by the way, I want everyone to know, we'll be doing a Mario's Espresso Martini on nitro tap at Taste of Arcadia. So we'll have a tap
wow.
out there. We'll be pouring, and it's amazing. The nitro adds small little bubbles, almost like pouring a Guinness beer, so that it takes a second. It forms a beautiful head on it. They're delicious, super smooth and creamy. So people will be able to try that.
My mouth is hanging open.
Yeah, so that's the middle of the day.
I want to clap.
Right?
Okay,
That's
yes,
good.
middle of the day.
And the end of the day, you want something just to sort of end the night. What we'd like to do is put a little float on it. This is actually a mixture of 70% cream and 30% Baileys.
Okay.
And we do that ratio because we find that the Baileys on its own kind of takes over. That's all you taste. And the cream on its own is a little flat. So we'll see what you think of this.
Okay. And you already have the mixture in there?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just pre-mixed it.
I'm all questioning like I've done this before.
That's all right.
Did you already mix it?
Yeah, that's okay. Like I'm making a mess over here. But.
It's okay.
So that's another version of Mario's.
Okay, and this does have, you could see the creamy.
Oh yeah,
chop
this is
and-
definitely most definitely.
Okay, so cheers again.
Cheers again.
Wow, that is good.
Yeah, and you can see that's a little more
Yeah.
end of the night. Mm-hmm. So we've we've got
Wow.
breakfast, midday, and end of the night here. All in a very short
Okay,
span.
I see why you brought the big bottle then and not just the
course.
little bottle, because you're like, you need this at home for
Well,
all
you
three
kind of do.
drinks.
It's like I tell people, it's kind of shocking how fast it goes. But then that just might be us as a family. But
It's true. So, Joe, is there anything we've missed? Anything else you want to share with the group?
there probably will be, and I'll think about it when I'm driving home. I
Okay.
would just say, we're a California-based band. Brand, or a California-based brand. And that means a lot to us. It means a lot to us to be a part of this community, to be able to share with this community. You know, we all live here. All my kids were all born here. You know, this is where LA and Southern California is home to us. And it's been satisfying and humbling to be embraced as we have,
Yeah.
and to be able to serve this community and to be a part of it.
Yeah.
We do a lot of events throughout the year, and we do them because being a part of the community is important to us. And nothing is more satisfying than people embracing us and buying it and then sharing their stories with us. I mean,
I
that's
love
just
that.
been phenomenal. So I think that's probably all. Just thank you.
No.
That's really how we feel. Thank you. Thanks for making us a part of, your lives and your community. We always say thanks for taking us along for the ride. Just on another note, one of the things we talk about a lot in the brand is we believe Mario's is the best coffee liqueur on the market. And a lot of people would probably say the same thing. And so you take that as a given, right?
Right.
For us, the honor comes from being a part of the daily lives and the life experiences of people. Of, like I said, weddings and bar mitzvahs and birthdays, and people share with us all the time, and it's just, as I said, just super humbling. So for us, that's what motivates us, and that's why we do it.
Right.
That's why my dad did it.
Joe, I love that because Taste of Arcadia is coming, but it is sponsored by the Arcadia Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
And that is what we love to do. We love to bring people together. We love businesses growing. We love the community, the San Gabriel Valley we're in. We love Southern California. So I just love that our brands match in that aspect. So thank you for agreeing to come to Taste of Arcadia.
Thanks for having us.
We're excited to have you. I'm excited for everyone to go on this tasting adventure.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And you have to come try the espresso martini.
I will.
on
I will.
nitro.
I'll be walking around. I promise I will. And I'll tell everyone there, all the friends
Great.
and family. But everyone out there listening, thank you for being with us for another Tasting Arcadia podcast. We're excited. Taste of Arcadia is September 13th. Make sure you get your tickets today at tasteofarcadia.com. John, sorry you couldn't be here with us, but so happy you still can do the intro and outro, so take it away.
Thank you, Karen, for another great episode. You can hear us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. Don't forget, join us on September 13th at Santa Anita Park for Taste of Arcadia. You can get your tickets now at tasteofarcadia.com. Thanks again for joining us for Tasting Arcadia. We'll see you at the taste.